Hello, hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Oh my God. Hi. Oh, yes. Well, I didn't have to do the dishes. Thanks, Joe. I did make dinner though. Hello, everyone. Can you confirm that you can hear me all right, or is it? I'm under the impression that it's a bit too loud, so I'm going to turn it down just a bit. Is that okay this way? Can you see me all right? Can you hear me all right? Not too loud, not too soft. Okay. Woo. My heart is racing. Seriously. I'm not ready for this. I'm so not ready for this. Can we do this in an hour or two? On one hand, I'm like, okay, I want to do it. Yeah, let's do it. And then on the other hand, I'm like, thank you. Thank you to Mac and to Jeffree Star Makeup. Yes, the lighting is different, isn't it? I promised you that things were changing here. Well, first of all, thank you for the lighting comment. It makes me happy that you notice and that it is warmer. It's still not the setup that I want, but you will see that in the second part of this live because I want that camera to be over there. So I'm still expecting some pieces and stuff to finish up this setting. Well, hello, hello. So many names I haven't seen before. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the butterfly community. That makes me... There's so many of you out there. Okay, I'm not used to this. Well. Yeah, I think that the story that I did post was a bit of shock, wasn't it? Yeah, but it had to be done. It really had to be done. Yeah. Yeah, it's a big audience tonight. I have to admit that it was funny to see the reactions on one hand. I was like, people are so concerned. Just like, how sweet. And at the same time, I thought you knew me better than that. Yeah, Sharon, it was very dramatic. But I thought that you would notice that I was really trying not to laugh. I mean, if you look at it again, I don't know if it's still up, but if you look at it again, you can see that my mouth is going like... But nonetheless, don't get me wrong. I have something big to tell you. I really, really, really do. I was smiling. If you look very well, you can see I was stressed. Don't get me wrong. I was stressed. I still am. I don't know if I can see it on my watch how fast my heart is going, but I think it's like way too fast at the moment. That's because I'm like stressed to tell you what I want to tell you. But at the same time, I was trying not to laugh because I was like, they're gonna see right through me. They're gonna be like, yeah, sure, come on, tell us what it is you have to tell. Well, Happy New Year to all of you too. I've already said it a couple of times in my stories and such. Well, the one thing that I do wish you is an amazing year of a layer a day challenge. You thought no way, didn't you? Oh, Kathleen, I just announced that I am stopping with art channeling, which I am. I am stopping with art channeling. Joker. That's a good one. Okay. Let's dive into it, shall we? Corey, you know me well. Cora, you know me well. Okay, so here's the deal. I have been doing a lot of thinking lately. There's a reason for that, which we will get into later. But I've been doing a lot of thinking about what it is we do with the A Layer a Day challenge, what it is I actually want to do with the A Layer a Day challenge, what you are all doing with the A Layer a Day challenge, which up to this day, after 2 years, still blows me away that so many of you are taking this seriously to the next level. I never expected that when I started with this challenge, and it's only getting better and better. We're like a good wine. We get better with age. So I've been thinking about a lot of things about what it is we do, but also about what it is art journaling actually means to us. Not just to me, but also to you, to all the butterflies out there who are taking my challenge and making it into their thing, because you're still basing yourself on that challenge that I'm offering you. So, and I got to the conclusion that art journaling is just not covering it anymore. It's, we have been going so deep into it. We've not been focusing on the art, and we've not been focusing on the journaling. Yes, we do work in a journal. I mean, that's the point of the challenge. But we have not been talking about art in this challenge at no point. And we haven't been talking about actually journaling. So what it is that we're doing, definitely not art journaling. So I have been thinking, I have been looking at all the aspects of what it is we do. We are digging so deep and reflecting on all kinds of matters. We have been reflecting about the colors it is we like not only to art with, but in general, the colors that are appealing to us. We have been thinking about what makes us smile, what makes us cry, what makes us angry, emotions, feelings all over the place. We were digging in so deep, and you were all coming along. Again, you blew me away. And also we weren't expressing it in the pretty page kind of way. You know how hard it is to me to talk about art journaling in terms of let's make a pretty spread. You know how much I think that art journaling is just so not about that. I mean, the way I see art journaling, and apparently the way that you're seeing it too, because you've been following along in the challenge. So I'm like, they must agree with me that it's not about the pretty page. So we had one thing in common with the journaling, and that's the journal and the fact that we are logging things. So my conclusion was, I need to come up with a different name, which is a very scary thing to do. Because first of all, I'm wondering if it will still be recognizable as a form of art journaling. And second of all, I didn't want it to scare any of you off. So it was very hard. I've been thinking about days and days to tell you, we have this whiteboard in our bedroom. Joe and I would talk about it during nights and get up and write things down. Oh yeah, maybe, yeah, this word, we have to keep this word in mind, not because we wanted to use that word, but because it was taking us to where we wanted it to go. So I needed it to be recognizable. I needed it to not scare anyone off. And yet I needed to cover everything it is we are doing. And now you're probably like, just say it already. Okay. Shall I just say it then? Oh my God. I'm stressing because this is the point where you might go, oh no, she blew it. Or where you might go, yes, let's take it to the next level. It's so stupid to be so scared about this, because if it doesn't work, well, we just go back to, hey, we're art journalists. That's all we do. Okay. The word that I came up with for what it is we do in the A Layer a Day challenge is creative soul searching. We are creative soul searchers. We butterflies do more than just art journaling. We are creative soul searchers. We search through our soul about everything that's in there, and we put it down in a creative way, whatever that way might be for you. Okay. Wow. Thank you, everyone. Woo, I said it. I said it. There we go. All that stress for nothing. It's still stressful. It's still like, okay. I'm like speechless. I'm like reading all the comments and I'm like, whew, no, the stress is still there. Seriously. It's like, oh my God, I said it. Oh, now it's out there. Okay, Linda, why are you asking us to email you? Can you tell in comment? So, we are creative soul searchers, and we as creative soul searchers need to get back to our A Layer a Day challenge. Week 1 of 2020, starting the 3rd year of this A Layer a Day challenge. So, you know, I always start this way. Hello, my lovely butterflies. This week 1 will run from January 4th, which is today, until January 11th. You know that I always pick a theme for the month, and then we work around that theme. And of course, in January, it had to be something about goal setting. But you know that I don't like goal setting, so let's get that straight off the table. That is not what we're going to do. Yes, that's exactly what we're going to do. We're just going to call it differently. Just like we say, we don't art journal. We are creative soul searchers. So this month is all about resolutions and goal setting, and it's easy. It's easy to do, except that it's not easy to hold on to. So we need to find little ways to tweak that, and to make it work for us. Don't worry, I'm not going to say, okay, week 1, please all set a goal for me. That is not what we're going to do. You should know me better than that. That is not what we're going to do. We are, however, this whole month going to work around intention setting. I like that so much, intention setting, because we intend on doing something. Not just today and tomorrow, but in the long run. And we don't intend to do something like huge, like this year I will not eat any chocolate. Those who know me know just how unrealistic that is. So that is not what we're going to do. We are starting small and easy. Well, that's how it sounds. You know me. This week, we're just first of all, are going to have a look at who we are. Who am I? But we're not just going to do it the easy way. I'm trying to give it in pieces here, just so that you don't run away immediately. We're going to spice it up just a little. So instead of just going into a journal and say, hey, I am this and this person, we are going, again, to say this over and over again, daily, for 7 days, during 15 seconds. So this week, we are starting with the 15 seconds challenge. Every day, you're going to introduce yourself for 15 seconds. So you need to set a timer and then see what those 15 seconds represent, how you fill that moment with who it is you are. Okay, I can see the comments going like, okay. It can be very easy in that sense that you can start and go, hi, I am so-and-so, and I do this and that, and I have so many kids, and I live there, and I do this for a living, and la 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 la, and those 15 seconds are gone like that, and you're not done. It can also go, hi, I am so-and-so, and well, I'm a mom, or I'm a wife, or I'm a cat lady, or I'm a whatever, and and actually I do some mixed media, and you will see that those 15 seconds, they drag on. That was the case for me. Those 15 seconds were like, whoo, it was like, what do I have to say during those 15 seconds? So every single day before diving into your art channel, you're going to introduce yourself. And I'm sorry, but my nose is running. You know it likes to run when I'm in front of the camera, otherwise it's not fun. Well, scary, yes and no, because it's just you and your clock and your journal. So you don't have to impress anyone, not even yourself. But you will see that this can be actually pretty hard. There's a reason it's called the 15 seconds challenge. I didn't invent that, the 15 seconds challenge. That's a thing. I just made it a repetitive something just to make you feel how hard it can be again and again and again to introduce yourself for 15 seconds. Elevator pitch. Well, if you're single and you need to go out and get yourself a partner, this is going to be your elevator pitch. Yeah, Annika, exactly. A day or two, but 7, that is going to be hard. And that is why I think we need to do it. Because if we want to call ourselves creative soul searchers, we need to know who's filling that soul or who that soul belongs to. Ooh, this is getting deep. However you wanted to call it. Okay. I need to have a little look here. Yeah, you will also see in those 7 days that there will be an evolution in what it is you have to tell. So what I have changed for me for this year is I'm switching it around. So I am doing the challenge the week before so that I actually know what is coming for you. I didn't do it up until now because I wanted to feel the challenge with you, but I want to have more tools to already be ready and catch you if you need that. So one of the things that I discovered for me is that there was a serious evolution between day 1 and day 7. Literally, day 1 was like, I am... So you will see that there is an evolution in that. Now, if you one of the new butterflies and you're like, oh my God, how do you even start working with that? Don't start stressing. Get into the A Layer a Day challenge group. Please do reply to the questions when you ask to join the group. It makes it so much easier to let you in, because if you are not a creative soul searcher, you're not getting in. Simple as that, because we want people that are on the same boat as we are. Is that an expression? I don't know. I'm making it one. So get into the group because you will get a lot of inspiration there. Another thing that I wanted to tell you is when you will be done with that introduction of those 15 seconds, you will have an idea of what it is you want to do. Something will pop up in your head, be it a color, be it a texture, be it a phrase, be it whatever. Something will pop up inevitably in your head, and there's a reason for that, which I won't tell you today. That's for another time. But follow that lead and go with that. Whatever that lead is, no matter how small it is, no matter how twisted or how not doable you think it is, go with that idea and just do that. Don't worry about the next layer. That's for tomorrow. Stop worrying about what might not even happen tomorrow. You know what they say about worrying. So don't do that. Just follow that first idea. And if you need even more inspiration, there's plenty of videos on my YouTube channel where you can even watch like the first couple of minutes to see where I start the spread, just to get you going. If that's how you need to start it, by now, just do it. Don't go like, yeah, but no, because I need to, it has to come from me. If it doesn't come from you, go and get it somewhere else. Don't put yourself those kind of limitations. Okay, I need to catch up a little bit on comments because I've seen a lot of things come by. That will be hard. Yes, it will. Definitely soul searching. That's the point. Vix Twix, you look unhappy. Tell me more about it. What's going on? You're filling the mirror. So am I. You like deep things, Karina. Awesome. Thank you. But it will be interesting. Think I will sleep first. Well, normally we start the challenge tomorrow, so we don't start today. Been asking myself that very question over the holidays. Still asking. Well, give yourself those 15 seconds. Again and again and again. Take your time. And if nothing comes, nothing comes. But just give yourself that 15 minutes, woohoo! Like we have the time, that 15 seconds window to let things come up. And whatever it is comes up, something will come up. You'll see. And if at the end of those 15 seconds nothing came up, at least a feeling to put down in your journal will be present. There will be something there, and just go with that. Don't worry about it's too dark or it's too this or it's not enough that. Just put that one thing in your journal. Don't forget that your journal is your secret garden. Whatever it is you put in there, it is yours. No matter how much you ruin it, no one cares but you. And tomorrow's another day. Tomorrow will come another layer, and then you can just move on. Kay is saying that it's too deep. We're only getting started. So, only getting started here. Live in the moment. Exactly, Rose Petals. Exactly. Carol is saying that it's very interesting. Thank you, Carol. This should be an interesting Sherry. I hope so. I definitely hope so. This should be fun. My name is Jane, and I'm, that's how it went for me. Seriously, that's how it went for me. After saying that I was an art journalist, because I still use the word art journalist, and saying that I did mixed media, and that I like to push people to find their creative self-confidence, I was like, and now I still have 12 seconds to go. What do I say to put it in polite words? It does sound like a great start for the new decade. And you know that I like to build things up. So this is just step one. I'm like, you cannot spill the next steps yet. Holding it here. Okay, Carla, why are you confused? Okay, Kathleen, did you see that? Can you please block that person? Thank you. We don't like trolls over here. We're butterflies. Okay. I'm really looking forward to this year of creative soul searching. Yes. Amazing. Okay. So Carla, why are you confused? Let me know. You're too scared to ask yourself who you are. Alva, this is just between you and you. No one else will know about it. So don't be afraid about it. It's just between you and you. Sabina, a troll is someone who jumps up in this kind of things. Oh, Lazuri, you're sorry? I don't know if you really are. So a troll is someone who jumps up on this kind of things just to leave very pleasant kind of comments. You're wicked and I love the challenge. You're welcome, Sharon. We're digging in. Exactly. Exactly. Should you write down your thoughts? Linda, we're basing ourselves on art channeling. So we're basing ourselves on expressing things through colors and shapes and textures and patterns and whatever might fit into your art journal that you feel like putting in there. So if you feel the need to jot down those thoughts, by all means, go ahead. If you don't and you just want to jump in and go with the creative process of it, just go with the creative process. There's not right. There's no right or wrong way to do this. It is really challenging. Welcome to the challenge. Like I said, there is no right or wrong way to do this. You do this the way you want to do it. If you're scared of doing something wrong, just remind yourself that it's your journal, your rules, your secret garden. If you feel like sharing it with the group, good, because it is a safe group. We don't allow any trolls in there. So it is a very safe group to show your stuff. It's a very supportive group. I mean, okay, can I please just show off just a little here? Joe, if you're watching, just cover your ears. You know why. The ladies in the A Layer a Day challenge group started to call each other art sisters. That is how safe everyone feels in the group. So by all means, don't be scared to share it in the group. So Linda is saying, I recently found that when I write my thoughts on the empty pages, it made my spread come out so much better. If that is what works for you, I'm gonna say it. If that's what works for you, by all means, just go ahead. Well, Sharon, that's the whole point of the challenge. There's a reason why we are no longer talking of art channeling. We are no longer art channeling, ladies. We are creatively soul searching. I really like the idea of no right and wrong, completely beginner here, so that makes me feel instantly at ease. You are welcome. That's the whole thing about art channeling. That is not my invention. That is not my doing. That's the whole thing of art channeling. We are trying, however, to take it a step further and really dig into stuff. Sometimes pretty stuff, sometimes less pretty stuff, but okay. If you still need some more inspiration, there's one more place that I can refer you to, and that is exactly what we're going to do now, because I'm going to switch a couple of things up here, and I'm going to turn to that table, and I'm going to start to make a spread, just like I would do with my patrons. So normally tonight, I would have done a live hangout with my patrons. So my patrons are a group of people who sign up on my Patreon page. The thing is that you pledge a certain amount of money, going from $1 to whatever it is you want to pledge. And then in function of your pledge, you get access to a certain number of things. So if you become a $5 patron, which is pledging $5 per month, you will have a monthly live art channeling session with me, just like we're going to do now. So thank you to my patrons for allowing me to open this up to the entire butterfly community on YouTube, so that we can do this all together for once. But next time, it's just you and me. Okay, let's turn the things. Now, for this time, I still have to do it with the face camera from there. Next time, that face camera will be there, so that I have everything in one place over here, and that I just can, because now I will be like this, which is already better than next time. Remember, patrons, I had my face camera over there, I had my comments over here, and I had my work over here. I felt like a chicken at the end of the evening. Like, so it's an upgrade, but we're not still there yet. So let's close this. Let's switch the cameras. If you get seasick, please close your eyes for a second, because this is going to start moving. Bye, Danielle. See you next time. And now let's do a little spread. So this, in case you haven't seen it yet, is my little a layer a day challenge journal. Let me bring this one a little bit. I know it's provoking a glare. I'm very sorry about that, but that's because I'm working on this sheet. No matter which lights I'm setting up, we will always have a glare. The only thing I could do about it is to change this. This is my a layer a day art journal for this year. So yes, it will fit a complete year of art journaling. And in case you were wondering, because I got a couple of questions, this is my regular journal. This is my A5 Journal on Monday art journal. Just to show you, there it is. That's the Journal on Monday art journal. So it's not attached yet because I still take it out of the cover to work in it. So it's just half of it. So when I open it, I thought I was ready to join in on it. Now I'm like, no, don't be. And what's your name? Angie. That's a long name to say in one word. I'm gonna call you Angie. Don't be scared. Just jump in. Seriously, it's just half of it. So I already did my spread, which I'm not going to show you. So to avoid all risks of showing it to you accidentally, I'm going to close this up. I do not want to influence you in making your own spread. So yes, this paper is already smudged because, well, watch the last video I posted on YouTube. I explained everything there as to why it is smudged. I'm just going to work on this side because obviously this is the back of my journal, so I don't want to do didn't mean goof. Okay, I'm not sure what it is you're talking about, but I guess everything is well in the world. Let's bring this one in as well because it's a bit dark on that side. Hello light, hello glare. Very sorry about that. Okay, there we go. I have no idea what I'm going to do. Let's just grab a couple of go-tos. Let's bring the little card a bit closer. I don't know if you can see it, but there we go. And I am going to go in with some light molding paste, a little mask. I feel that this needs a little circle mask. Now I cannot go too big because I'm working on a small surface here. That's going to be too large. That's going to be too small. So to sit quietly and watch and learn. Okay. Enjoy, Barbara. Like this, that's even bigger or the same size. I really seriously need to find another way to store these. This is not making me happy. That's the same. I have doubles. Like blah 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 blah. Is this the one I'm looking for? You know what? I'm going to say that this is the one that I'm looking for. Like there. So I used this is just washi tape, but it's a very sticky washi tape. So now my mask is staying in place. I can do whatever it is I want with my journal. That mask is not going anywhere. So that is why I wanted the circles mask to have a little square opening. Oh, it's an angel halo. Oh my God, Linda, that is such a sweet thing to say. Oh, wow. Separate bags to store them, but what I'm disturbed by is that all these circles are together, and then when I need one particular size of circle, well, I'm always going through all the circles to find that one particular size. So I don't know. I think I'll have to change it up a bit. Okay, let's go for another stencil because, well, I still want to use my molding paste for some reason. So what are we going to do? I feel like using that one. So let's go with that one. So I think it's the very first time ever that I'm doing a spread like publicly. Okay, I'm having second thoughts, not about the stencil, but about the size of the stencil. So maybe I should rather go with the large version. Maybe that will make my spread a little bit less busy. Let's see. You know what? I'm going to go for the large one. Now, I do need to take that paper clip out because otherwise I won't be able to apply my molding paste. I need a palette knife. Hello, palette knife. And of course my molding paste. This is so exciting. Okay, don't expect too much of it. I'm just doing a spread like. So usually we laugh a lot during the patron hangouts. Don't we, Sabine? Oh, I think she's gone, right? She made us laugh to tears last time. It was an amazing moment. There's always something to, to be funny about, isn't there? There we go. Now I'm going to lift my little stencil immediately because I don't want that molding paste to stick on there, and I just want to have that circle opening like here. And now I need to place my little, oh, when we're llama shaving, exactly. Yeah, we shave things when we're doing lives, don't we? Okay, let's reattach these so that I don't influence you when you're looking for how to do your own spread. Let's get this off. Okay, there we go. And now I need to do the dishes. So let's catch up. Thank you, France. You're very inspiring. I think many get stressed about art, channel, and creative soul searching and forget it's supposed to be enjoyable for us. We are the only ones judging our work. Exactly. Exactly. Ooh, binder rings. That actually might be a solution, Ivana. Ooh, that's a very good idea. Oh, you're still there. No hot water. Yes, you told me that you were avoiding the hot water bottle for today. I was like so relieved. Oh my. Yeah, when a reload of your little circles? Why, Linda? Why do I need to make a reload of my little circles? I don't understand why you're saying that. Please enlighten me. And that's the fun part. So before starting this live, we were having dinner, obviously, family time together. And, well, they know that I was very stressed for the introduction of today's live. And then Joe and Martijn started to express a couple of ideas of things that I should be doing on my YouTube channel. So one of the things they suggested, well, let me reassure you, it is not going to happen. Joe and Martijn, if you're watching, it's not going to happen. Not today, not anytime. Joe has a confetti cannon, and he would like to set it up in the studio so that when we announce something fun or something important, we can have some cannon shots here. Yeah, sure, let's do that. Right? No. Oh, a Rolodex. Okay. I'm seeing a couple of very good ideas to store these little things. For now, they're just sitting in a drawer over there, but as you can see, it's not the handiest of things. Now, obviously, this needs to dry. I'm going to let it dry by itself for a moment, and meanwhile, I'm going to do something else. So, that's what I mentioned, Linda. I said, who's going to clean all of that up? Considering like I have all these little thingies everywhere here. I see that Abby is already getting enthusiastic. Oh my 10. Why not? Well, so I was going to say is that molding paste? No, it's not. The only idea that I had when I started, what I was thinking about doing this with you tonight is I wanted to express some growth because, obviously that's what has been happening tonight, as we are no longer talking about art channeling. So of course I'm going to use my Natural Beauty stamp set. And of this one, I'm going to use this one. So I'm already going to prep this while that's drying, so that we don't just sit here like sitting ducks. Now, so I rearranged a whole bunch of things. Where is my stamping paper? I haven't used that yet. That's okay. This is funny. Where is my stamping paper? I have no idea where that is. So you know what? When in Rome, do like the Romans. So if you don't know where your stamping paper is, just take some other paper. There we go. And I'm just going to stamp on that one. Bye. See you next time. Have a wonderful day, you too. I don't know how to pronounce it. Is it I'm tempted to say chérie, like chérie in French, but I guess that's not it. Bye bye. I do, however, know where my ink is. Isn't that amazing? After rearranging, oh, it's on my table. I was like impressed with myself that I didn't know where it is. Well, apparently I didn't. Okay, let's stamp this one. You know what? It's getting hot in here. So in case you were wondering if I'm obsessed with circles, I'm wearing one and I'm wearing some more over here. I am obsessed with circles. I want to stamp this one more or less right because I have text here, and if this goes all wonky, it might not work with that. So I'm going to use, as I have grits on this block, I'm going to use them. Okay, April. Oh, you're boarding. Is it on a plane? If it's on a plane, have a safe flight. And anyway, have a safe journey. Yes, we are. Announcing that I'm quitting with art channeling apparently does something to people. Actually, if you prepared a page of wet mixed media and then he lets the confetti off someone, ooh, that would be some intense mixed media, wouldn't it? Please don't give him any ideas like that. Okay, I'm sorry if I'm poking you in the eye, but I'm going to move you just a little bit to there so that you have less wall behind me. And here we are, it's stamped. Wasn't that impressive? Yeah, having confetti in the wet medium, wouldn't that be something? I think he would love it. I wouldn't though. You clean and organize your room. Well done, you. We have been doing the same thing. I have been changing so many things here and reorganizing so many things. I spend a lot of time looking after my stuff now. Like, for example, oh, here they are. So for those who've never done a live with me before, I wear glasses, so but only to read, and I need to cut this, so here we go. This is me with my actual glasses, not one of those filtered thingies. But apparently you like that model of glasses, so maybe I should get some of those as well. I do need new glasses. Anyway. Okay, let's trim this little one. Why, oh why, do I design stamps that have so many details? If someone could tell me, I should make a note to myself to not do this anymore. But on the other hand, they're so much fun to use. So I'm cutting it with like 1 millimeter left outside the design. So I'm not cutting on the design, because I'm cutting those, how do you call those, stems? Would be like Mission Impossible. And this paper is so delicate. Oh my God. Oh, that was such a good idea to do it on this. I can see a lot of there's no hangout tomorrow, Abby. There's no patron hangout tomorrow. I think you didn't read that correctly on the calendar. There couldn't be a hangout tomorrow because unless I do it from my car, can't do it. Okay, isn't this fun? So who saw the Hochenda shows yesterday? Leonie, which is an amazing mixed media artist from the UK, presented my stamps, stencils, and stickers on Hochenda. Did any one of you see it? I really liked the projects that she made with them. And she's such a hoot. I only met her once, but it was an amazing moment. And it was at Hochenda, now that I think about it. We are in the process of building a studio for me. Ooh, well done you, Zanette. Ah, Karen. Good that you liked it. True, but you lose stuff too when you can't remember. Yeah, oh, tell me about it. I've been looking for stuff like... So when this hangout will be done, well, it's not a hangout, it's a live. I'm so used to say that to my patrons. I will be looking for my stuff, for my stamping paper, because I have no idea where I put it. Someone please save me from myself. That's what I like to say in those moments. I have no patience whatsoever. I think that Joe can confirm that big time. He won't because he's a gentleman, but he reminds me often enough that I have no patience whatsoever, especially with myself. So having to look after the stuff that I have been putting away is like, yeah. This paper is crazy delicate. I feel like I'm gonna rip this thing before it's cut. I don't know if you can even see what it is I'm doing. Let's check. Ooh, maybe I should hold it closer. Me hunting for a treasure. It doesn't feel like treasure hunting to me. It feels like... That's when I hear Helen's voice again. See, I told you that I would rip it. I did it. That's okay. I still have a little plant to put in my circle. That's all I want. Okay, don't rip it now. Do not rip it now. No pressure, but don't rip it. There you go. Well done, me. I'm sorry. Sometimes I need some encouragement for not screwing it up. Yay! Whew, I can breathe again. So I'm not just throwing it on the floor in case that's the impression I'm giving you. Let's, a lot of patience. I hit fuzzy. Oh, wait, let me, there you go. Just put a message to be seen because it didn't need to be hidden. Confetti time. This is going to become a thing. Confetti time. Okay, that's just water in my drinking bottle, in case you're wondering. Okay, I'm sorry. There's no, I can't. It has like this rectangle thing at the top, and I just can't. Like, nope. There we go. Okay, how far are we here on drying? This is going to need some heat gun intervention, isn't it? I'm still going to close these. I do not want to show it by accident. I will not show it by accident. It is not going to happen. There we go. Okay, and now I can catch up some more. Good attitude, Lara. I get kerflumped. What is kerflumped? What does that even mean? That's hot. Ah, thank you. The butterfly was done by a French artist whose name is Antoine. He also did the design, and I love it. There's a reason I'm using it as my logo. Why do I use such a small journal? Because I wanted to keep it doable to put down an actual layer a day. If the surface is too big, it will take me too much time, and I want to limit those 5 to, oh my god, I want to limit the time I need to put that layer to 5 minutes. So, but this is half of it. Usually I'm working on this, which is a little bit bigger. It's just because I'm doing the front page. Okay, molding paste, are you dry? Ta-da! Isn't that amazing? It's a challenge working so small? No, it's not. I love working small. Tiffany, these are my own journals. They are available on my web shop. This is the A Layer a Day challenge journal, and then there's also the Journal on Monday, which is twice this size. And I also have, I don't always work that small. I work that small a lot, but let me show you. This is his very big brother. I also like to work large, so depends on what it is I want to do. And today I wanted to do the first page of my A Layer a Day challenge journal. So yeah, I'm working smaller than usual. Let's go in with some paint, shall we? Let's see what we have here. Let's do gray. I feel like starting with gray is a good thing here. I'm going to be mixing two, no, not these two, these two, no, these two shades of gray. So this is the slate one, this is the steel gray one, and these are both fresco finish. when I work on a large page, I do feel to put down a focal point. Working on a small journal, I can focus on the background, more layers. Yeah, it depends on what it is you want to do. I mean, whatever works for you. And nothing says that in the A Layer a Day challenge you have to work on or in a small journal. You work in whatever works for you. That's a lot of repeating the word work, isn't it? Yeah, that too. So the last couple of times that I have been traveling, I have been taking this one with me, along with a couple of thingies to work in. And yeah, I'm going to take this brush. I was hesitating this one or a larger one, but I want to do France. Do you recommend smaller art journals for beginners to learn in and then work their way up to larger ones afterwards? Candy, I don't recommend any journal for the simple reason that I do not know your likings. So telling you what it is you should be using is like telling you what you should be eating. And I'm in no place to do that. So I need to put something in between, and I still don't want to show you that spread, so I'm not going to show you that spread. Here we go. Bye, Tiffany. See you next time. Oh, thank you. That is so sweet. Well, some people find the small one less intimidating, but some people find the small one harder to work in because it is so small and you have less space to move around. So yeah, it's all up to you. Of course, when you're beginning, you're like, okay, but where do I start? What kind of journal do I start to work in? Just go to the art store. They have like many kind of journals, and it doesn't need to be an art journal. Just grab any kind of journal. And imagine yourself working in that. Imagine what kind of spread it is you would like to do in that. If it feels too small, grab a bigger one. If it feels too large, grab a smaller one until you have a size in your hands that makes you feel or think, okay, this is something that I could work in. And then go for that. And then try to find that size in an art journal or make it yourself. That is what I would recommend. And not actually a size of this or that journal. Okay, at this point, normally I would put this in my mouth, which would not work because I'm talking to you. I need this side to be dry so that I can put my hand there to hold my journal. There we go. Let's put this back in place. Well, I have to admit that the very first time I did a video on the subject, and I did entitle it "Does Size Matter?" I mean, pun intended, obviously. When I actually made my very big journal, well, my A4 size journal, because I had never worked that big, and I wanted to know if it might be something that I could do. And I have to admit that for the first spread, it felt out of my comfort zone, but that's because I have been journaling way smaller for a long time. I've been using this size, so this is an A6 and the B5 for like forever. I started in a Moleskine sketchbook. So going over to an A4 was pretty intimidating the first time. So I can imagine that someone who just starts out feels intimidated by journaling in that kind of journal. All you like to do in one day is your layer could actually be several layers. Does it make sense? Of course, Sabine. You can do as many layers as you want. If you can manage to do a whole spread on one day, by all means, don't stop yourself. But if you feel like you can't journal because you don't have time, then putting down one layer each and every day will make you end up with a full spread at the end of the week. And I did take my brush back because I have some brush strokes here that I don't like. Better. There we go. The hardest thing when you start out is to find what works for you. And to do that, you need to explore and experiment a little bit, but you don't want to explore and experiment. You want to be actually doing what it is you felt like doing. So give yourself some time to figure out what it is you want to do and how you want to work with it. You're welcome, Linda. You're absolutely welcome. So this will dry pretty quickly. It's chalk paint, so it dries fast. And I think we're almost good to go. There. Okay, I know I shouldn't because this is a live and I know you would want me to just move on. But I also want this spread to be something that I go back to with pleasure and not like, oh yeah, that's the one I did for the live. So I'm going to do something that's going to take quite some time. I'm going to apply Crackle glaze. Sorry, that will need time to dry, but I'm just going to do it. Yep. So this Crackle glaze is the one that goes in between the layers of paint. And in case you still have problems with that, check out the video that I made on Crackle medium and paint. And I'm going to use this brush again. Or let's go with this one. So the good thing about this Crackle medium is that I can heat set it with my heat gun. First of all, I just have to be careful not to bake it, not to cook it. Baking is good in the kitchen or when you're doing makeup, but not when you're working with Crackle glaze. And I'm just making sure that I have more or less of an even layer everywhere, which is not the case because I have less here, but that's okay. I don't care. I'm just going to dry this. Voila. So now I have to look here because if I keep looking there, I'm going to cook this in no time. And then it won't work. And then that's going to make me sad. And we don't want that. Let's have a sip of water. Meanwhile, I'm actually thinking about the color that I want to use on top of this. I have no idea. What I do know is that I will need some sponge thingy. So let's grab a sponge. And I buy cheap makeup sponges to do this. Let's catch up. Love your color choice, France. Thank you. Is it Heike? Is that how I pronounce it? I started my exploring by covering boxes to organize all my art stuff. There you go, Louise. That's a very nice way to do it. Marie, go check out my Crackle video. Please do. I explain everything. Has anyone else been through the I want to try everything, but it's making me so confused and sometimes like I want to get rid of all my crap stuff and give up? Emma, everyone has gone through that phase. Stop buying stuff you're not sure that you will use and stick to the stuff that you know you absolutely want to use. If you have too much, it will just drown your mojo. By the way, I talk about that in a video that I did. I feel like I know this wasn't some kind of parody where that guy kept showing up saying, you might know me from this and that video. Oh, I think it's in The Simpsons, right? I feel like I sound like that. But Emma, I did a video on I think it was on the How to Restart Your Mojo. I think it's in that one where I talk about having too much stuff drowning your mojo. So check it out. I know these are the boring videos. These are the ones that I just stare into the camera and talk, but so my mind is like, I want to go with green. And I want to go with pinkish purple kind of colors. So it's a hard one. I'm going to go with green. And I'm going to add purple pinkish splatters. There you go. And then I can use it all. I want to go in with this one, which is a new color that just came in, which is the khaki. And I'm going to combine it. I would love to combine it with Toad Hall, but I'm afraid that it's going to be too dark on too dark. But I'm going to do it anyway. I always feel like it's a little victory when there's like this fight in my head where one is saying use this and the other one is saying no, use that at the same time, and I find a way to use them both, or I find a way to just convince myself, yes, I'm just going to do it. It feels like a little victory, a little win. If that's the only win that I can get through the day, by all means, I'm taking it. I don't need anything else. It's still a win in my book. Just opened my old Crackle and it is solid. Plot twist. Oh, Sharon. Yes. Yes, that tends to happen. Well, if you're not, Lara, if you're not coming back to it in bulk, I think the layer a day would work just fine with you. That is still not dry. Come on, thingy, dry. Let's pick out a couple of stickers and sentiments and stuff like that. So as I finished, well, almost finished, I decided today that I wanted to add one more thing on the spread from what you're going to be doing this week. And I took out the January stickers. I felt a little like, woohoo, that now I can finally use these. They've been sitting there for so long. But I'm not going to use a sentiment of this one because I want to keep those for the challenges. So let's grab, oh, I still have my December ones here. There you go. This one says My Evolution. It's from the December stickers something. And I'm not going to pick color. Ooh, cannot show you these yet because that's February and March. Do I have anything greenish that might work? I don't know. I'll get back to that later. I'm ready that I already found a wording. That's a very good way to go for it, Laura. Yeah, it's finding the things that work for you and then going with those. Come on, Crackle. I knew it was not a good idea to use a Crackle now, but it's just, it's stronger than myself. I had to. It's almost dry. We have like still one patch here too. So tell me something. What have you been doing today? That's what we do during the patrons hangout as well. If I have something like this going on, I ask people to tell me something. So tell me something or I will start singing a song and you don't want that. The name from the Facebook group is France Papillon A Layer a Day Challenge or A Layer a Day Challenge without even my name. Please do answer the questions when you request to join. Almost there. Confetti. No, we don't want any confetti. Stop saying that. You're gonna make him believe that it would be a good idea to put the confetti cannon in my studio. Oh my god. Just thinking about it makes me no way. Okay, let's do this. Let's apply some pink confetti. You all mean it, don't you? Joe, if you're watching this, don't even think about it. Oh, coffee and cars and grocery shopping today. I've been creating my first spread in... Oh, the Book of Days challenge. Hi, Marie. I haven't seen you. Drawing and finishing December daily. Yes, tell me you can have a party popper very small. Yeah, like this big. This big. That's all you can have. Okay, I'm very curious to use this new khaki. And all of a sudden I'm like, you know what? I love sage so much. Yeah, I want to use the sage. I'm gonna run 2. It's noon, and so far I've done nothing yet today. Okay, Theresa, see you back next time. Okay, I need enough paint to do this whole thing in one go. So the difference between the khaki and the sage is that the sage is a little bit more grayish, and the khaki, well, greenish, obviously. And now I'm curious to see those next to one another on the Crackle. So the hardest thing when you're doing this is not to go back and forth. Otherwise, your Crackle won't crackle at all. So it's one go. That's all you get. Oh, yes. And yes, it's sticky. That's normal. It's Crackle medium. Okay, I don't know how the camera is picking this up, but I really like it. I'm happy that I went with the green. Considering I'm making a spread about growth, it makes sense. Yay! There we go. Let's see if I can show you a bit better. And now the crackles are going to appear. This is where the magic happens. You can already see some crackles here. I don't know if the camera is picking it up, but the next layer is going to make those crackles like jump at you. Literally jump at you. So I'm going to take this paintbrush out of the water. I hope my big fat head isn't under the camera. So these are new, and I would like to keep them, not destroying them the first time that I'm using them. That would be... No, the gray is not a crackle. The gray is crackling because of the Crackle medium that's underneath. So I have 2 layers of paint, and in between I have a layer of Crackle medium. Hello, Theresa. And it is because of those layers on top of one another that are shifting, that are creating the crackle. Please do go and watch the whole video I made on Crackle thingies. Kathleen, can you share the link to the Crackle video? Pretty please. So yes, I'm putting the paint back in. But I'm not putting that back in because that's already drying, and that's not going to be a good thing to have that back in the bottle. Yes, I am a clean worker. I do clean my table all the time. I hated to have all these things on my table as I'm working. So clean, clean. They said when I was on her channel that I was probably the cleanest mixed media artist they ever had. I don't know if it was a compliment. Not sure it was a compliment. I think it meant like, stop cleaning and do something. Well, I cannot do something if my table is covered in... Oh my god, look at those crackles. Hello, crackles. Let's speed this up a little bit. Oh my god. So in case you thought that you couldn't dry Crackle medium with a heat gun, I'm just proving to you live here on YouTube that you can. I'm not feeling like a hero. The first thing I said in my Crackle video is, this is not an exact science. That's the first thing I'm saying. So thinking you can control the crackles? Nope. You can make it as good as you can, you cannot control them. Yes, yes, yes. It's still crackling. I can still see the crackle move. I am not going on Hochanda anytime soon. I have nothing planned with them because I don't have any new stuff to show. And when I go, I want to go because I have new stuff to show. So for now, nothing is planned. I have planned to go to Paper World at the end of the month in Frankfurt, Deutschland. And then the next stop will be Italy. So, thanks, Kathleen. Can you see all these crackles, or is the camera saying, nope, I'm just not showing it? I don't know if you can see anything, but lots of crackles. Hochenda is a British TV channel where they sell stuff. But the fun thing is that there's also demos and stuff with the things that they're selling. So when I go, I do a live demo during the TV shows. It's not planned for now, Janneke, the art specially, but please remind me when it is, because I think it's just too close to another event that we have. I'm going in with Ascending Block now. Normally these are to do nails, but it's so soft because I don't want to just rip everything off. So I'm just going in very, very gently. And as you can see, some of that green is just peeling back, and now some of that gray is just showing up. Now, I used soft molding paste, which is porous. So it's okay if I have some of that white of the molding paste showing up here. I will have something else go on top of that. So no problem. Let's take this out of the way for a moment. I hope that the sound isn't too 14 and 15 of March. I think I should make it those dates. I'll have to have a look at it. Okay, this technique, Vicks Twix, doesn't work with all Crackle medium. It doesn't. I've worked for several brands over the years, and with some, well, I'm sorry, but it just doesn't. And that is the reason what I'm doing now, is the reason that I wanted to go back to fresco finish from Paper Artsy. First of all, comparing to other brands that I've used over the years, they were the first one to come with these kind of products. Oh, I'm sorry, Marie. Okay, I'm going to stop. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Oh my. Okay, I'm done scratching. I'll stop. If that sound is so, I mean, I hate that sound of scratching nails on a blackboard, so I'm not going to impose on anyone. Like, wow. What was I saying? Okay, well, to me, they were the first one to come up with this kind of product working in this way, so... And like I said, none of those that I've used over the years worked in this way, so... I will not show you the next spread. No, Marie, I am stopping. I do not want to impose this kind of sound. Seriously. And anyway, I can do something else. I do have some thingy gooey thing left over here though. There we go. Okay, the next step that I like to do, that I love to do when I'm done with this, is to go in with spray inks. And I am going to go in, what do I want to use? So one of the things that I have been reorganizing is this one. And this is not making me happy because I cannot see the colors anymore. So I have started making these little thingies to put on top of them. But as you can see, so far I have done 3. Am I good or what? So now I need to go through all the colors to see what color it is I want to use. And well, I was thinking of that green, but it has also a green shimmer. So I am looking for that that mint green. Where's that? That soft, that super soft. What's it called? Seagrass green. Where's my seagrass green? Where? Okay. I've touched all the bottles so far, haven't I? Let's do this again. Nope. I know exactly which color it is I'm looking for, so I definitely, urgently need to make these little... Okay, Houston, we have a problem. That color is not in there. Let's grab something else. Let's grab the teal thingy thing. This one? Nope, I want a teal thingy thing. That's the one I want. Let's do that one. So I am missing a color in there. I'll have to... So that they're available on my web shop. I'm sorry, but I have to mention that. I have to. Now, I'm going to need to protect the rest of my journal because this is a new journal. There's no way that I'm already going to get ink all over the thing. Good to bed. Okay. Oh, sweet dreams. See you next time. Thank you for joining today. Okay, the thing I'm afraid of is the binding because I'm working on the first side and I don't want everything to go... I don't want to colorize my whole journal already. Not just yet. I mean, it has to come with me for another year, so... If we could wait with that until February 2nd. Okay, for some reason there's like ink all over this thingy. I must have done something stupid. Which happens a lot. there we go. So the only reason that I'm doing this, it's not to colorize the spread at all. It's to soak in all those cracky thingies. That is going to make the crackles like pop. Okay, let's remove this one before it colorizes the next page. All of a sudden I realize that I still have to take the final photos of the next spread. So I don't mind when the pages get damaged, influenced by whatever, but preferably after I've done the photos. I do ship internationally, yes. I ship DHL, so it gets to you in like no time. This is a baby wipe. Like I said, I didn't want this thing to be blue. I want it to be green. But I do want to play around with the shading that I can create with the spray. And these crackles are now heavenly distressed. Well, crackles are already distressed, aren't they? Now they're even more. So I do want to bring some of that green back to the front, so you can leave as much or as little of that last color that you want. That's something least, but check out. Okay, thank you, Jane. That is a very nice thing to say. So I'm insisting on my little circle here. I still want my circle to appear as a circle. I mean, I need a circle, right? What would I do without a circle? Okay, let's clean up, because it's been a moment since we did that. And let's heat set this. Thank you, Lara. Thank you, Sabina. Let's see if I can show you the grunginess of this little thingy. Okay, it's not grungy enough yet. I can hear you thinking like, still not enough? Nope, still not enough. I'm like, I want that one, yeah. So like this one or where's the other one? This one might be too wide. What's this? And this one might be too blue. So I'm looking for the right color for what it is I want to do. My hand is like, I'm a Smurf. And I'm going to go in with Marbles, which is one of the brand new colors from Paper Artsy, which they are launching now. Let's grab a thingy tool, like so. So this one is starting to get like close to unusable. So I am going to need to find the strength to get all my courage together to clean them. Can you feel the enthusiasm here? Yes, I'm so looking forward to do that. I'm going to take like the smallest amount of paint that I can on this thingy and just slightly go over it. I'm sorry, I'm having a moment here. I'm enjoying this thoroughly. Yes, now we're talking. You feeling me? Oh my. Okay, this is getting deliciously scrumptious. Is that even a word? Deliciously scrumptious. Yes. So what I am doing is to bring back all that texture to the front because of all the grunginess. It was a bit drowning in the background. So I have to be careful not to cover it up too much because I still want to see that grunginess. So what I'm going to do to enhance that even more is to take yet a lighter color. And you know what? I think that I'm going to go in, not with white because that might be too white, but maybe with chalk. Yeah, I think that that's a good option. So I'm going in with broken white. Hey, we're creators even for words. Thank you. Thank you, Sabina. I feel supported here. And no, I don't clean my thingies. I know it's ain't nobody got time for that. I really, 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 really like where this is going. And it's going there thanks to you all. Thanks to all the support. Yep. Okay, stop. I could keep going because this is starting to look yummishly. The little journal is out of stock. Just give me 2 seconds. 2 seconds because it is definitely not out of stock. So let's go to journals. Oh, I can see, yes, here that it is out of stock. Okay. And there you go, and it's back in stock. I know, because I make them myself. So in case you're wondering, yes, they are cut and everything by myself. Last time I had the amazing help of my stepmom. Thank you, Oma Chris. Because there were so many orders that I just couldn't keep up with it. Don't you just love a good craft sheet? Just look at that. How easy is that? Oh my God, I love your craft sheet. So that is the reason that I don't want to work on anything else, because that. So I know it's giving glare when I film, but that, it's like, let's do some stamping. And of course, I need to add, you already know what I'm going to say, right? Those who know me well already know that I'm grabbing for this. So these are all the little number stamps that I have in on the several stamp sets. And I'm going to go, as it is a very small spread, I'm going to go with a very small series of numbers. And maybe that is not even going to work. I need something smaller. Numbers! Okay. Yeah. I'm full of surprises. Am I not? Please let me believe that I am sometimes. Just a little. Okay, do I want to go with black or do I still want to go with a brown one? And I do want to combine both, so I'm going to do both. So I am taking my brownish archival ink, which will probably turn yellowish because of that background, but that's okay. Ah, which one did you get, Jane? Which cover did you get? I seriously hope that I will be able to get the covers that were only for the patrons in the shop, because they're amazing. Sharon, I'm sorry. It's all my fault. I take full responsibility here for that obsession of yours. Although I am not sure that I'm sorry. It's a good obsession to have. Okay, I did a couple of brown ones. And before I put that brown ink away, what am I doing? I still need this one. So let's put it back on here. I'm going to go also with this one. So this is also from Natural Beauty, the stamp set. It's a tiny little circle. And it's just the cutest thing ever. And I'm just going to stamp it as well with that same brown. Just a new obsession. To order 4? No, Linda, there's no obligation to order 4 in my web shop. No way. Empty your cart and just start over. Okay, I need some of those circles to go off the page, because that is what will give this whole thing sense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I can do 2 more. 6. And that's too much at the same height. Let's do one here. 7. Okay, now let's go with black. It's driving you nuts? Why is it driving you nuts, Sharon? You're so funny. A little circle that you're letting yourself being driven to craziness by this little thing. Don't. It's just a little circle. I'm quiet because I'm focusing on where it is I want to put the little numbers. So I want to create some kind of continuity here, but not in a straight line. So that is what I did. right. So I'm going to use this one more, but first I want to put this one in place, even if now it's a little bit too small because I teared off a little piece, but that's okay. And you know what? I feel like putting the circle again with a marker just to enhance that shape and the texture. The thing is, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to pull it off because of all the texture, but let's see. I'm going to cheat. So what I normally would do is to take my stencil and then go for a shape that fits. You know what? I'm going to do it like this anyway. So this is what I would usually do and what I am going to do now. I'm sorry, I keep changing my mind. Taking a marker, this one or this one? This one. This is a number 2. This is number 4. I'm afraid that the number 4 is going to be too intense. I'm going with and I'm going to combine both. Talking about changing your mind. Helen, if you're watching this, I can hear you say, get a grip, woman. The thing is, I have all the texture and I have to make sure that I'm staying with my circle in that texture. Otherwise, it's just going to make the marker grip on that texture and then I'm not going to have a circle. And I want to have a circle. Let's do one with the number 4, which will probably be a little bit too intense, but that's okay. So if this wouldn't work, what I would do is to put the mask, the one that I used before, well, when I started the spread, in a little bit smaller dimension and then trace that one. But it's always easier to trace a circle in a stencil than around a mask. So now I'm going to move my stencil around because I do want this to be like irregular, obviously. Just as if I just couldn't make up my mind as to where that circle needed to be. And now comes the hardest part, and I'm going to put on my glasses so that I see where the texture is, because I'm going to do the same thing, but doodling it. But I need to see where the texture is so that I don't grip with my marker. Like, ooh, this is hard. So, and let's do it the other way around so that we get another kind of doodling. Like so. There we go. I'm not going to glue my little flower in there just yet because, well, again, if you know me well, you should know what I'm going to do now. Okay, take a wild guess. Well, you can already hear it. So I'm arming a Posca pen, a white Posca pen. Go ahead, Posca pen, you can do it. I know you're almost empty. I just want to add a little bit more. Not just yet with the splatters, because do I have still some water in here? Yes, just a little bit. Because of course this is a circle, and of course my circle needs to have a little bit of white at the top. Getting a piece of kitchen roll at the ready. This table is getting so cluttered. It's yes. The next step will be to clean up my table. Now, I still have some of that Lindy's gang up there, the blue Lindy's gang, so my white is not going to stay all white. It's going to pick up that bluish sheen to it, which will make it even more interesting. But it will make my circle show up even more. Well, I think that I did find something even more interesting than Poscas. I've been talking about it with my patrons during a hangout. I haven't gotten into the test phase yet because I have been moving my studio around, but I will take it to the test before I start talking about it, so that I need to know if it's something that I want to promote or not. I mean, I wouldn't want you to get anything and be disappointed by it because it's not working the way it should. So I'm keep on moving that Lindy's around, otherwise I will end up with this line in the middle of where I took the water to. There we go. I'm not gonna tell yet, Sabina. First I need to test, and when I'm done with the testing, I'll talk about it. Okay, this is me. This is definitely saying me. Like so. Glue. I have a glue problem. I'm an unhappy camper when it comes to glue at the moment. So I'm going to use Softemat gel. Even if Softemat gel is a little bit too heavy to glue just this little thing, but a little tip, next time you better stick a wide piece. Oh, okay, but I'm not sure. This paper is so delicate that I'm not sure that it would even work with the double-sided tape, because I think that just by cutting the double-sided tape, this one would already start to fall apart. This paper is from 19... Ooh, I don't want to lie. I think it's 1950 something. So it really had the best of its time. So it's super, super delicate at the moment. I'm just going to apply a little bit like this. So I have been going back to first loves for a lot of things lately, like going back to fresco finish from Paper Artsy and going back to Lindy's Gang. And there's blue paint on my paintbrush. And one of the other things that I feel like going back to, because I dearly miss it, is tacky glue. Simple as that. Back in the days, I used to use tacky glue. And I loved it. So, okay, Joyce, for paper, it's old. For humans, it's not. Don't make me say what I didn't say. I was talking about paper. I'm going to go back in. I'm doing a diversion here. I'm going to go back in with some stamping. Back with my little circle, this time with black ink, and just adding around the little plant. Ooh, that's going to be sharp. Like, woo, did it. I was talking about the paper, not about the age of humans. That is making me feel uncomfortable. There we go. So you're older than old paper. Okay. Okay, my little word. Oh, my little word is way too big for this. Oh no, that is not going to happen. Okay, little word, I'm sorry. I love you, but you're way too big for this kind of thing. So you're going back where you came from. Although I loved what it was saying, it's like eating away the whole spread. So, who's from 1957 out there, if you don't mind me asking? '56, '53. I'm looking for someone from '57. So this is going back here. I'm just going to take one of the words of the regular sticker sheets like these because they're smaller. So I'm laughing because the first word on top there is drama, and I'm like, maybe I should. Joe is not from '57. Joe is from '69. Yeah, it makes me laugh because I was thinking about the story that I posted and that got everyone to panic. I'm so sorry about that. Alva, we're from the same year. We're the good ones. Okay, a word. I need like one word. Give me one word that fits this thing. Let's do this one. So this one is saying bold because I felt pretty bold saying I'm going to rename what it is we're doing, like just because I can. But hey, I did, and you all jumped on the train, and that made me so... I still cannot... I'm like, when this is going to be done, when I'm going to sign out, I'm going to be like crashing, you know, after a huge adrenaline thing because of like all the buildup from the stress from the previous day. I'm like, am I really going to do this? They're going to shoot me down. They're going to be like, who do you think you are to even think you can do something like that? Okay, this needs something in the background. And I just found my stamping paper. I'm looking for the camera. I found my stamping paper. I know where it is. It's sitting there staring right at me. And I'm going to show you why I just found it. Okay, brace yourself. I've never shown this on camera ever before. This is my box of treasures. So this is a bag because it's plaster strip. It gets everywhere. This ended up here because I had no place to put it, and I decided to just put it in here, and now something is sticking to it, so let's fold it and put it on the side. And then we have all these thingies like tissue paper and lots and lots and lots of cambric. Oh, hello, rusted cambric. You're going on my spread. And I want a piece of white cambric as well, but I just need like an eeny, meeny, tiny piecey of... Why is that even? Yeah, that's large enough. Like so. Hello, cambric. Let go. There we go. And underneath, I'm going to put one of the other one. And do I have like something greenish, bluish in here? I see something at the bottom here. Like, hello. See, that is, I think it was a baby wipe that I used to pick up some paint or color, but it's too light. I would like something... Oh, there it is. A bit more intense. So let's get a piece of this one. There you go. Lots and lots of yummy, stuffy thingies. Voila! You have seen my treasure chest. I'm sorry, I need to blow my nose again. Oh. Because that's reality too. It's having a runny nose. The stamp paper. It's right there. I mean, I did put it in the most logical of places. But hey. Okay, maybe I'm just taking out just a little bit too much. But I feel like layering it. So I'm just gonna. Let's not cover the whole plant, shall we? That would be a bit of a stupid thing to do. After all the fussy cutting. Like so. Let's get you on there. You're small. You're very small. Okay, let's trim this. Okay, and I think I'm going to have to stop here. I did want to add this one as well, but it's going to be, it's a little spread, right? So I'm sorry, but I'm not going to use you. Bye-bye. Off you go. And now let's get in with some more soft matte gel. Oh, how I wish I had some tacky glue. Anyone from Tacky Glue, if you're watching this, get in touch. I want to work with Tacky Glue again. I mean, I love my soft matte gel as a medium to do medium things, if that makes sense. But as a glue, it's like, where's my, here it is. Because I need to pull some things like this way. And there we go. Oh, that's a lot of glue. Oh my God, it's squishing from underneath everywhere. Yeah, my treasure thingy used to be way smaller. And then I was actually getting a bit fed up of having half of the content in my drawer instead of in my treasure box. So I decided to grow up, get rid of the box that I was using, and use a size that would actually fit what it was supposed to hold. Okay, so obviously this is way too wide to go with the rest. Fabri-Tac glue is Fab Glue's anything to anything. Okay, we do not have Fabri-Tac glue here. We do have, you can find some tacky glue if you're lucky. I haven't been lucky lately, apparently. But I will get back to being lucky. I want to apply some color using these because I want something extremely soft that works with the rest. Like this and I don't know if I want to go with turquoise or not. So you know what? I'm going to, well, you never know. Hop, and this is why I love my craft sheet. You just go ahead on the craft sheet and then you can just like so. And now let's do the same with the brownish yellow. Woo, that's a lot of brownish yellowish. Okay. Now, remember what I said at the beginning when I chose my colors. You didn't think I forgot, did you? I said that I wanted to combine a color that I didn't want to combine. Okay, what's going on here? Did your mother sing you the Linda song? Oh, that's not to me. Okay, Kathleen, can you please undo that for Sabina? Please undo that for Sabina. Let her back in. I don't know what's going on here. I'm sorry, I'm getting like a couple of oh, okay, thanks. You'll explain later what happened. Remember I said that I wanted to combine two colors. No, that I actually wanted to work with two colors, and ooh, okay, there goes my makeup. Well done me. And that I couldn't pick, and that I said I will add pink splatters later on. Well, I haven't forgotten. Let's go in. No, Sabina, it's okay. It's okay. Never mind. Let's do this. And this. These are Montana paint pens, which I received from Kathleen. Thank you, Kathleen. They are receiving lots of love. Now, the thing is, these are so juicy that I'm going to be very careful not to overload it so that I don't get like woo, okay. We have splatters. We're gonna stop with the splatters. Okay, we even have splatters on the rest of the journal. Where did it go? I saw one go where it wasn't supposed to go. Oh well, so be it. Okay, I still want some more, but I'm afraid I'm afraid of this thing. So I'm going to cheat and I'm going to do this. I'm going with a paintbrush because this is getting so overloaded that it's like, woo! Now, these are small splatters, so I don't care if they go in the circle. Okay, come on. Give me some... Ah! Yay for splatters. Of course splatters. You didn't think that I wouldn't go without splatters, did you? These markers are so juicy. It's like too crazy. Woo! Too crazy for words. Okay, enough already. Okay, I don't know what that A word was, but I'm gonna pretend I didn't see that and just move on with the thing here. I have no problem with those kind of words, in case anyone who doesn't really know me is wondering. When people used to come to me at the beginning of my YouTube channel saying, and you're so relaxing, your voice is so calming and soothing, the one thing that I would say is, that's because you don't hear all the th and sh that is going on and that I cut out. And that is one of the reasons that I work with a voiceover. So there you go. Now you know it all. And my little spread is done. I'm happy with it. If this paper could take a bit more, I would add some pinkish to it as well, like colorizing it. But it's that paper will not do well with that, so I'm not going to do that. Okay. Let's bring you back over here. Hello. So that I can say a proper goodbye. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me. I will be posting the photos on my Instagram and Facebook page and all over where I have to post it. So in case you missed the beginning of this video, I announced that from now on, I will no longer be art channeling. I will be creative soul searching. There you go. So Marie is asking how big or small that channel is. That channel is an A6. I can give you the sizes in centimeters, but that's not going to help you, isn't it? So look up for an A6. That's the dimension of this thingy. A6 is like a current dimension of journals. So you're welcome. I think we'll do this not on a regular basis, but every once in a while, because it was, well, I hope you had fun. Ooh. Let's not jump to conclusion here and think that you had as much fun as I did. Oh my God, I cannot even talk anymore. Such a lovely spread. Thank you for this interesting evening, France. Goodbye and good night, all sisters. That is so sweet. Thank you and goodbye. Happy New Year to all of us. Yes! I am so looking forward to a full year, yet again, of a layer a day challenge. Well, where we will all be creative soul searching together. For those of you who said at the beginning, this is too deep for me, don't be afraid to dive in. Just go for it. Just join the group and you will see that it will be all just fine. Thank you so much for joining me. See you in the Facebook group. For my patrons, see you on the Facebook page for patrons. See you on the Patreon page. That's a lot of places to see you. Thank you so much, everyone. See you next time. Butterfly kisses.